Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Looking to get this week started going, get it going in the right direction. Do a little trading, talk a little shit, have a good time with it. Good morning, good morning. Sorry, don't mean to eat my breakfast while I'm here, but got my cup of coffee. Good morning, traveler. How are you? How we doing? Hmm. Nothing like a good cup of coffee and some, dietary eggs. Dietary eggs, y'all. You know why they're dietary eggs? Because normally I eat four, but they're so damn expensive, I can only afford to eat three at a time. What up, Tom? What's going on, brother? How are you, man? How are you? How we doing? Let's bring up this trading chart real quick. Let's see what's going on here. Let's bring up that chart. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know. Watching from the office. Bro, I appreciate that, Thomas. I do. I appreciate that. I'm gonna try to keep it as a quiet stream. But y'all know me. I can go Andrew Tate real quick. I just watched an interview with him too. Andrew Tate with Patrick Bet David. And if you guys know who Patrick Bet David is, good morning, Duval. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you guys know who Patrick Bet David is, I've met him. I've actually had a couple of Lyft Black rides. They use a lot of Lyft. Adam uses Uber, but I think as the office, they use Lyft a lot. Lyft Black. Anyway, I've done a couple of rides out of there. I've met him for a minute. Had a quick, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Nothing more than that. I have more time with Gary V than I did with Patrick Bet David. But the point is he's only there. The new space they just bought is at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, and that is about 12 minutes east of me. So I go by there every morning. And but I was just watching the let me get this into the 5 minute this chart. Know how we do. If you don't know how we do, we wait for the opening range, 5 minute opening range bound, and then we make a decision from there. I am a very small trader. I am right now trading Apex evals. Well, one Apex evaluation account. I'm actually, and I'll talk a little bit about it if anybody wants to talk about it. I'm actually going to get away from Apex, because Apex is becoming like, every time I turn around, they got a rule change, and there's a couple of firms, Top Step, which I'll probably never trade a Top Step account, but Top Step's another one. In my opinion, for the very short time I've been in this whole prop space, the one thing about people want stability, right? You, me, the average working guy out there, we want stability. When a woman finally settles down and gets all the hoe out of her, she wants security. When a man finally settles down, he wants the security of a good woman next to him, or guy, whatever your thing is, right? And you want security. You want to feel safe. And so, when I forget where I was going with that. God damn it. Good morning, DSM, Big D. What's going on, man? How are you? When you want security, you want stable spaces. And the thing about Apex, the thing about that I'm noticing with Top Step, constantly changing the rules, constantly changing the rules, constantly changing the rules, constantly changing the rules. But you know what I've never seen out of my funded futures? Just me. I mean, I'm nobody in this space. I've never seen them like change the rules up like they had. It's still the same rules. Now they changed the account types, which is fine, but they don't change their rules. Like the rules have been the same the entire way. So, I was talking with Eddie about this. I guess we can start putting in our opening range here. I was talking with Eddie about this, and we both kind of agree that when it comes to these prop firms, and make no mistake, these prop firms are here to make money, bro. They don't want you to make money. They want to make money. Where we at here? 9:34. We get ready to go into this. We can switch over now into the 1 minute chart. We can see now we have our opening range, right? 364 all the way down to 260. Holy shit, 100-point move. Look at that. Am I reading that right? 364, 260, 100-point move already in the opening range this morning. If I was one of those momentum traders, like this would have been an awesome 3-bar play to the downside. I don't trade like that. Like I'm still learning the futures game. I come from trading options, not necessarily I'll never trade stocks. I'll swing trade stocks, but I'll never day trade stocks. You got to have so much capital involved. There's too much money involved. I'm a goddamn Uber driver, man. I can't afford that shit. But if I'm going to invest my money into a prop firm, if I'm going to invest my money into a stock, I want some kind of security or some kind of stability, right? We look at the rideshare apps. We look at DoorDash mainly. I don't even do DoorDash. But I see the guys out here in the channels, I see them. They're always changing the rules. They're constantly changing the rules to benefit them, not necessarily to benefit us. Same thing in the prop space. And people will say to you, well, in the prop firm space, if you can get funded in the prop firm space by their rules, it'll make you a better trader. I don't disagree with that. I do not disagree with that. If you can make money driving Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whatever, within the specified rules and the limits on the money and that, this, that, and the other on these platforms, that's awesome. But when every other month, or in this case with the trading prop firms like an Apex, like a Top Step, it's like you gain your edge, you find your strategy, and then all of a sudden you got to change it again. And it's very hard. It's extremely frustrating, right? The latest thing, we talked about this the other day on the on the Rideshare Garage, with the little nudges that Uber is sending you, right? So you're stuck in traffic. It happened to me again yesterday. By the way, there will be a video released today on the Tesla Rideshare channel at 3:00. And I shot a video yesterday for this channel. I'll be releasing that later today too, I think. It'll be today or tomorrow morning. And I'm going to get this guy, right? It's a premier ride. 14 minutes to pick up, but it's an 8-minute drop off. $11. Okay. I was going that direction anyway. So I accept the trip. Now, if I'm 14 minutes away for that trip, that means one of two things. Either I'm too cheap when I accept the trip, which could be. But in this case, I knew where I was picking up from, and where I was going to drop off was the direction I was going. So I'll take the money. Or, and this is the or, there was nobody else available in that area. We don't know. So when I got to the guy, well, first of all, as I'm going to get to the guy, I got to go through a lot of traffic lights. I'm on the streets. And because I'm on the street, I got to deal with traffic. And I get about halfway there, and there it is. There's a little nudge from Uber. Hey, are you stopped? Your rider, your rider may cancel on you. And what do you do? Like, you can ignore it, which is what I tried to do the last couple of days, because I've had some mishaps. Had 2 mishaps yesterday with Uber. That'll be in the video. But the point is like, you can either get frustrated with it, or you can try to adapt and overcome. If the prop firms, if the apps, if they give us enough time in between their changes, people probably don't say nothing. But when people see you constantly making changes every other week, well, let me tell you what that tells me. That tells me you're in trouble. Every business has a thing when they're losing money. When they're losing money, the first thing they're going to do is attack the labor. They're going to attack their money source. So the first thing they're going to do is attack the money source. Uber and Lyft, DoorDash, they get their money from us. Let me explain. A rider or a customer, they order the food, they pay the bill. I get that part. But we cost the apps money because they can only make more money off the drivers. If a driver's willing to accept the ride for 20% less, they're going to do that. You know, the idea that we're both customers, right? Well, a rider is a customer, but a driver is a customer too. Because if you offer that customer, hey, this price, $5 to do this job, and the customer tells you go get bent, the rider's not going to. How does the company make money? If nobody's willing to do the job, it doesn't matter how many riders you got. It doesn't matter how many food clients you got. If nobody goes out and does the work don't get done, you don't make no money. This is the leverage. This is the leverage that drivers have, right? They just don't have the solidarity to use the leverage. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. Good morning, MBU in the house. What's going on? How are you? Gigwise. I'm sorry, my bad. Not Gridwise. I don't know them guys from Gridwise. They're another grifting company anyway. But a lot of people have a good. Gridwise does a lot of good for them, so I won't say that. I take that back. Good morning, Gigwise, Mr. DSN. Vinny, are you saying we are earners? I try to earn my money, man. You know, because these eggs, like I said, if you miss the opening, I'm on an egg diet, right? I can only eat 3 eggs because they cost so goddamn much money. I usually eat 4. So today it's 3. Anyway, sip of coffee. Sitting here killing time. Good morning, Vinny. Had an offer to go to Miami from Palm Bay this morning. My pay was $162. I passed because I have to pick up my better half of dialysis. Waiting for her now. Oh, okay, Connie, I get you. I hear you. From Palm Bay to Miami, whew, that's a tough one, man, for 162. But I get it. Because, and this is a good example. Every driver is different, right? Every driver is different. They got different expenses. You know, I had somebody on the Tesla channel the other day tell me, God damn, Vinny, $570 a week. That's ridiculous to spend for a car. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I agree. That's a lot of money. I have to put 80,000 miles on that car. There's a lot of depreciation. So whatever. And I get to write all that off. But we all have different expenses. Somebody with a paid off Prius, they can do that 162. Because Palm Bay to Miami is probably about 3 hours. So they're going to make $162 in 6 hours. Right? So let's do the math there. That's 166 hours. It's about $25 an hour after fuel expenses. Yeah. Prius probably $12-15 in gas. We'll say let's say $23 an hour. That's pretty damn good after expenses, $23 an hour. And you only have to deal with one person. And if you want to, you can get rides coming back. But then you got other people who will say, well, God damn, man, $162 for 3 hours. That's crazy. I would never do that. That's insane. And yet they'll spend 3 hours sitting at an airport in a parking lot queue and only make $30. But they'll call people like Connie who they do the math and it's like a this or that. They'll call them crazy. It's weird how that is. And a lot of that has to do with, unfortunately, YouTubers, right? Gig tubers, guys and ladies that do this for a living or have done this for a long time. The past or trash or cash or trash or whatever you want to call it. It at the end of the day, it comes down to the individual and what the individual thinks. By the way, y'all, we're going to wait for the silver bullet. We're going to wait for 10 a.m. because that's the way I've been trading lately. I do have my live account up. We are there. So we're going to wait for this blue line. I hope y'all don't mind waiting with me. Because if we look here, right, we broke above the opening 5-minute orb. We broke above that high end. Instantly rejected off this 1 hour. This is an hourly rejection, my yellow line. Came right back down. We're right back in this orb again. We do have a sell side liquidity here. If we open up to like a 15-minute chart real quick, this was I did take a trade this morning, though. Let me show you guys. I want to be transparent. To me, you got to be transparent, dude. And even if I make $1, I want to be transparent with everybody. I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, Vinny, don't show." I show receipts. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm going to show the receipts. So I took 2 little trades today, this morning, and made $39, $40. Made $40. You can see the account balance right here on this account right now is plus 144. So there it is, and that's the way it is. Now we're looking at 15-minute chart. Earlier in the pre-market, we came down and we swept liquidity. This 15-minute liquidity here. And I immediately texted Eddie and I said, well, can it keep going? Can we drop more and sweep the next area? Because there is another area. And that's going to be right here. I don't know if I can get it all in this chart, y'all. But down in here, there's another area of resistance. Another, I don't want to call it an order block, but we're going to call it right here for now. Right, we're going to look at this. This is on a 30-minute chart. Let's bring this down. If price gets way down here, bro, and don't forget what's going to happen tonight, but price can get down here. It absolutely can get down there without a question. Right, we got a pivot here. And this was earlier off a retracement. Yeah, I got to leave that in there. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Okay, it's still in this range, and as long as it's in this range, I don't take a trade in there. The only time I'll take a trade in this range, here, let's go from here. The only time I take a trade in this range, I'm trading that color so everybody knows it. The only time I'll take a trade in there is if it's in the silver bullet. So other than that, I won't take a trade in there. Anyway, Connie, one day I'll get to Miami and we can meet. Hell yeah. Richie Hustles, welcome to the stream, brother. Trying to be like you, man. Y'all just don't know, man. Y'all got to go check out Richie Hustles. He continues to inspire me daily. And I'm man enough to admit that me and Richie almost came to blows. We almost came to blows. And now, respect is respect, bro. You can dislike somebody. Absolutely, you can dislike them, but you got to respect their hustle. That's not saying I dislike Richie. I like Richie. I was aggravated at the moment. He was aggravated at the moment. We said some things. We apologized. We made up. No, we did not go take a warm summer night's walk together on the beach. But we're good now. We're good. We're good. He's helped me tremendously, and hopefully I'm helping him a little bit too, because he's looking at a Tesla here soon. Connie says, yeah, 3 hours without traffic jam. I'm in a gas car. It was going down to the Gulf Stream. Okay, Hallandale. Not too bad. Man, Hallandale Beach, though. Whoo. That exit is a no fun. That exit is no fun. Anyway, what was we talking about, y'all? Tonight we got the president addressing joint both houses of Congress. We want to talk about some things tonight. It'll be interesting to see what he has to say. Sorry, that's Oscar. He's old like me. It'll be interesting to see what he has to say. But what I find funny, everybody in the trading world, they say when Trump tweets, the market goes nuts. Ah! So this is another reason why I don't want to trade anywhere in this opening range. Oh my God. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. I'm getting text by my VIP. It's raining up in Boca. Okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, that's that. And it's going to be interesting to see what he says. I know everybody saw. Let me let my cat out real quick. Everybody saw what happened last week with Zelensky, right? Everybody saw what happened with Zelensky. How he went into the White House and he kind of got a little flippant, a little disrespectful. Some people say Trump got disrespectful. It's Trump's house. I don't think Trump got disrespectful, but a lot of y'all, I don't think you caught it, man. Zelensky called JD Vance a bitch in that exchange, that initial exchange between JD Vance and Zelensky. Under Zelensky's breath, and it's been pointed out, and you can find the video clip anywhere. He called JD Vance a bitch. Now, whether you agree with the U.S. helping Ukraine or you disagree, that's a whole nother issue. You don't come into somebody's house and call them a bitch, no matter what. And you definitely don't come into somebody's house and call them out when they're giving you money. $350 billion. Half of that unaccounted for, unaudited. When you're getting called out for conscripting people on the streets, just snatching, grabbing people, males off the streets to join your military because your own people don't even want to fight that war. You just don't do it. Like, this isn't about whether you support the cause or deny the cause. This is about you don't bite the hand that feeds you. And to me, if you have a strong disagreement with someone, then don't go to their house. Get out of their house. Go play in your own house. The other part to this, it's really like, just as an American, it's bothering me. This is not a political statement. This is just an ungrateful bastard statement. He supposedly had a deal with Marco Rubio for the mineral rights, whatever they're doing, right? Listen, the U.S. gave him a ton of money, and so now they got to pay that money back. Well, they're not going to be able to pay it back in cash. So they're going to have to do it in material goods. Okay, this has always been the thing. The French did it to us during the Revolutionary War. The English, which a lot of people don't know, the English did it to the southern states, right? Because they were propping up, England was propping up the Southern Confederacy when we had our own Civil War. A lot of y'all probably don't even know that. And so, but there's always something on the back end. If you win, we want this. If you win, we're going to give you the aid, but you got to do this. So Zelensky, supposedly they had a deal. We're going to continue to support you as a nation, but we want this minerals deal. And, you know, everybody knows what happened. They had to blow up in the White House. Trump threw him out, told him to go get lost. Did y'all see what happened the other day? That came out the other day that Ukraine already had a signed deal with the UK for those same mineral rights that Zelensky was sitting here peddling to us in front of our face. Like, I don't understand it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Well, you know what? I take that back. It does make sense. Because Lyft right now, basically, Lyft's already made deals for autonomous vehicles. They've already made deals. Yet they're telling us as drivers, you're protected. Don't worry. We got you. Just keep driving. Shut up and drive. But yet they're announcing to the world and their stockholders that, hey, we're going to replace these earners over here. As Mr. D said, we're going to replace the earners over here, and we're not going to have to pay earners once we go autonomous. Uber's doing the same thing. Uber's doing the exact same thing. We know this. And this is why I say, get your money and bounce for no other reason. Because drivers are going to wake up one morning and they ain't going to have the ability to drive. 3 to 5 years, yeah. But it's real easy to get trapped in what we do. This is why I'm here. Waiting on 10 a.m. so I can get into my silver bullet. Ah. Anyway, this is the MNQ. MNQ is moving pretty good. What's ES doing? ES, MNQ on the 15. They're both still steadily coming down. Bitcoin. Hey, y'all been looking at Bitcoin lately? What time is it? 5 minutes? We got 5 minutes real quick. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Where's my Bitcoin? There's my Bitcoin. I told Steven and Richie Hustles a long time ago what was going to happen with Bitcoin. Well, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I didn't tell him nothing. I expressed my opinion. This is not financial advice. Did I get that banner up? I need that banner up. Y'all don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Go follow Sergio. Don't follow me. Anyway, I told him when we did the retracement that we were looking at about it was $84,000 Bitcoin that we would be retracing down there. Now I don't have the whole thing up anymore. Maybe it was 88,000. Because when we broke here, I did some analysis in here, and we were doing pretty good. And I had said that we were going to retrace back down sub 84,000. Well, as you can see, we got all the way down. This is the daily chart, y'all. We got all the way down to that. We actually flashed down to 78,000. So, but here's the thing. I think people need to be aware of. Okay. Here's the thing. If we truly look and believe in the charts, if you are a technical trader, right? If you're a technical trader, we have to look at this trend line, right? Because way back when, this is January of 20. This is when the pause happened, right? This was back in 2017. Came all retraced all the way back down. Then we had the big run up, right? And then we went through the pause and we came all the way back down here. And now we're back up again. And yes, you can say, now this is a weekly chart, y'all. You can say, well, Vinny, it's still on the way up. Yeah. I mean, you can draw trend lines all day long to show you where we're at. So at some point, even though we came back to 78, there's a good, strong possibility, right? It's a good, strong possibility that we're going to revisit 71, 70,000. Let's see. Let's try to get something lined up here. See if I can find something in here to line up with. There you go. There's 1 point. There's a support. There's a resistance. This is technically resistance. There's resistance, support. Okay. 66,000? What do y'all think? 66,000? I'm just saying, it's a strong possibility. Accounting Tom says, I will be listening on the evening pivot. Bro, I might go live tonight for that joint address. I don't know if I can do that or not. We might. Gridwise, I've seen the Zelensky meeting multiple times. Suko, Ukraine for bitch. Yes, he did call. That's what I mean. So before anybody tries to fact check me, see, somebody else agreed. He did call JD Vance a bitch. But you notice when he did that, he was 2 chairs away. Because I think if he calls JD Vance a bitch to his face, JD slaps the shit out of him. Like a WWE. Oh. At least I would. Bitcoin down to 83. Yep. So if we do just on the weekly, just a quick fib. Pull a quick fib. Right? Bitcoin came all the way back down, 50% retracement. And now we got to wait to see what it does here. But yeah, I mean, it could technically, yeah. And you see, now I put Let me show you something here real quick. Boy, I tell you, sometimes things just line up. This 66,000 is the weekly is a weekly support resistance line we just put in there. You bring out your fib retracement high to low, and that 66,000 is lining right up on what that 786 retracement would be. Interesting, right? Interesting. Numbers don't lie, bro. Math is true. We'll see what happens. Randy Lee, good day, good day. Anthony Salazar, good buy opportunity for long term. Well, you know, there are people out there that no matter what Bitcoin costs, no matter what Tesla costs. Oh, we got breaking stuff here. It's 10 o'clock. We got to go back over to the futures. Sorry, y'all. MNQ, I have been trading one contract at a time. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, here we go. I will show you guys how I've been doing it. We can get rid of this now. We don't need that no more. We still have our opening range orb. Listen, this thing still it's just broke below 5-minute opening range orb, but it's just getting below it. Like, see, you could have traded this range if you wanted to. I guess you could have. I wouldn't have. Well, I might have. If I wasn't online, I might have. But I don't know, man. Trading in front of y'all makes me nervous. So anyway, let's wait for a fair value gap to pop up. Let's get our trade up. And the way I've been doing this is 50 ticks, a 1-to-1 on the ratio. That's it. That's what we're doing, 1-to-1. We're going to wait for a fair value gap to form, and then we'll take a trade. And hopefully we'll be on the right side. Now, we do know very short term, since opening range, we're on a bit of a downtrend. Let's see if it gets here to the 5-minute orb and rejects. If it does, we could be all the way back down to 20,000. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Sorry. Y'all know I got my main computer over here. For some reason, it's showing me the fair value gap over on this computer, but not on this one. Maybe because I don't have it on. There's the silver bullet. All right, so we do have a fair value gap here. You guys see this little box here? This is Lux Algo's ICT silver bullet. I like the silver bullet. I'm not a big, strong believer in ICT, but some of the stuff makes sense. I think he just changed the name on it. That's a whole nother deal, man. Because if you listen to Patrick Whelan, ICT, Tanya Trades, all of these like big time traders on YouTube, you know, some tell you ICT is awesome. Some tell you it's not. I say trade what your mind's eye sees and what seems consistent to you. That's what I see. We go lower before alts always. Good morning, Kevin. Kevin Hawthorne, all the way from Lakeland, Florida. Happy belated birthday, brother. I saw you the other day on Rideshare Rodeo for their 3rd anniversary, bro. Happy birthday, my brother. You always make the rounds with all the gig tubers. I hope people appreciate the fact that you do that. So anyway, what we got here? We're rejecting off that orb. I kind of missed there. See. This wants to go lower. For a second there, it formed a fair value gap, and then it disappeared because it closed it up. Oh, we'll wait. Now, if I would have gotten in up here, I might have stopped out because of very, very tight stop loss. But I want to get the reason why I'm trading 1 micro at 25 and 25 is because when I move into minis, right? The mini, you get 10 micro contracts. It's the same as 1 mini contract. So if it's a 1 to 10, that means if I were trading a micro or a mini right now, I'd be risking $250, right? And at that point, do you really want to risk on a 1-to-1? I don't know. If your ego says you want a high win percentage, maybe. But I like the 1-to-1. I've been trading this way here since last week. I started with this because you got to get used to seeing the numbers. You got to get used to taking the losses. You're a scalper. I'm not swing trading this. NVIDIA ain't going nowhere. Still got that. I am 56 years old. I won't touch my NVIDIA for another 9 years. I don't care how much money people say I can make right now off of it. I've been waiting since 2015. I can wait a little while longer. Tesla, not touching Tesla. I add into Tesla every chance I can as far as the stock. But this month's a different animal because Tesla has made it so damn attractive to buy a car. You know, the wife and I, we were talking about it. We're gonna finally make that. We're gonna try to make the purchase by the end of the month. It's everywhere. It's from $4,000 to $8,000 off the car because they want to make room for the new Model Y. And so they got to get rid of the current Model Y. And you go look on the website, they made the car so damn cheap or cheaper that now, for once, me waiting might actually pay off. We're going to try. I don't know. I got to put together a down payment. Remember, I'm still battling some other bills, so it is what it is. But now would be a good time to buy, I think. Anyway, who else we got out here today? How's everybody out there doing this morning? Do we have any traders, or are we all rideshare drivers watching me trade the markets? I'm always open for advice. This fair value gap's holding up right here. It really is holding up. But nope, we got to be disciplined. I told you that's what I'm waiting on. Tesla is the move. Yeah. I mean, listen, I can honestly say I have zero regrets right now leasing my Tesla through DriveWeb. Zero regrets. Is it always easy to make the payment every week? Fuck no. Oh, I do Uber and Lyft. Mainly Uber. Is anything easy with Uber and Lyft? No. But I don't regret it. Because yes, I spent a lot on the weekly payment. Oh, there we go. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go. Boom. We're in. We are in. Let's see. Are we going to hit it? Oh, I don't have my other thing up. Oh. Sugar. Oh, I didn't have that up. I might lose on this trade. I don't know. Let's see. I didn't have my Apex up. Give me a second, y'all. I got to log in here. Because sometimes I'll just close it out. If I hit a certain number, it looks like it's going to rip. I'll go ahead and take the profit. Like right there, we're going to take that profit. All right, so we just went from 49. Yeah, see, everything is running behind here, y'all. My bad. Everything is running behind here. Like, I got to get better internet, dude. I absolutely got to get better internet right now. I am not having a good time with my internet. But back to Thomas's point about, jumping on the Tesla. I have no regrets. None. The amount of money I saved on maintenance alone, maintenance alone, $140 per oil change on my XT6 over 14 months. Just savings on the oil change, right? Times 14. That's $2,000. It's $1,960 just in oil change. The tires. Well, they took care of the tires. I had to replace the tires once, all 4 tires, one-time replacement. They took care of it. That's another $1,000. So right now we're at $2,960. Fuel costs alone. I pay about a third for electricity as to what I would pay for gasoline, right? And we're just now starting to see sub $3 gas down here in South Florida. Without the Costco card or the BJ's card. if you're just a regular everyday Joe Schmo on the street buying gasoline, we're just now starting to see sub $3 gas. Will it get to sub $2? Yeah, about a year from now it will be, because they opened up the oil fields. They're doing their deal, right? He said he's going to bring energy costs down. Listen, bring it down, dude. Bring it down, because electricity is expensive in the house. During the last 4 years, my electricity bill doubled. It doubled. I don't want it to double anymore. Anyway, so yes, it is. It is it was the right move. Dude Digger, what's up, Mike? I bought my Tesla before Elon started saving America. Bro, did y'all see yesterday? They tried to get Starship up again, flight 8, and they had to scrub it. They got down to the 40-second countdown. They had to lock it down. They had an issue. I have not checked to see if they're going to try and get that off the ground again today or not. But what I think is cool about what they're trying to do with Starship at this particular point is, they're going to they got fake satellites inside in the cargo bay, and they're going to attempt to open up the cargo bay doors and deploy these satellites, because Starship's going to have to move cargo. It's interesting, man, what they're doing. It's love them or hate them politically. From unlike an AOC, he is a scientist. Unlike AOC, he is an engineer. And then just like AOC, well, you know what? Just like AOC, he is. We got another move here. Let's see, is that going to hold on? Do we trust it? Do we trust it? Because we're coming down to this 1.61 full extension. So do we trust that little bitty itty bitty there? I don't want to trust it, y'all. Let's see what happens. Nope, it's gone. It's gone. We don't do that. I trust Elon, man. I just do. I trust him. I was trying to stream the SpaceX launch yesterday. Glad it was paused because Streamlabs was being a little buta, couldn't stream. Oh, now that's another problem that I have. Maybe Gigwise, maybe you can help me with this. So I have OBS. Right now I'm streaming through StreamYard. And, I can do this, and, we can move this around and all of this stuff, right? Let me take that off so you guys can see. I can do that. I can do this. I can put it sideways. I can do all this crazy shit, right? Okay. But when I make my videos, because my Vinny Kuzz videos are kind of like day in the life type deals, like IRL. When I do IRL, I want to use OBS, right? And I guess I could, and then flip back over to my camera, because you guys know me. I'm a strong proponent, man. This is the best damn camera I've ever owned. I'm sorry, link is not in the description. It's the best damn camera I ever owned. Let's see, got an email. It's gonna rain. We got rain today. I signed up for a boost today. New perk alert. I get a free large Slurpee drink from T-Mobile. How about T-Mobile keep my damn internet up and running? All right, so we got a little bounce here. We're going to come back up and test this lower orb again. Is that where we're going? This is the yellow is the 21 EMA. White is VWAP. I like my 21 EMA. It's pretty good telltale. So we've only taken one trade today, y'all, for a whopping. Well, we're at 57.88 for the day, but remember, I had $40 already in. So really haven't traded anything today. And I'm okay with that. That's the other part of this whole thing, is being patient. But before I go drive, I'm up $58 trading. So that's how many rides? That's one good solid premier ride, or two good solid premier rides. Or if I'm driving comfort, that could be 2, 3, 4 comfort rides, and we did it in a matter of minutes. So that was good there. My Amazon today, I think, was $12 was my commission. My cat wants to come in now, but I'm not going to let him in yet. I'm going to let him suffer out there a little bit. Should I let the cat in? Let me go let the cat in. I'll be right back. Let me let the cat in. Pain in the ass, Oscar is. All right, see, hitting back up into this fair value gap again. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Hitting into this fair value. This is the original fair value gap right here. Hitting there. Red line is the lower end of the 5-minute orb. So it's trying to stay down. I'm gonna if I live stream tonight with OBS, maybe I can't do it. I got to do it with Restream. No, I can stream from OBS. I can stream from OBS. All right, we got another one here. Do we trust this one? We got another little fair value gap. Do we trust it? Let's do it. We're gonna win or we're gonna lose. We're gonna nope. Stopped out, lost that one. Woo, that was quick. That's the thing about a tight stop loss, is that you can absolutely get stopped out real quick. But I would rather do that. And I could have waited for that candle to close. But, you know, that's trading, brother. Is it going to come down? See, now, if I would have waited, right, we would have been profitable on that trade. So now it's coming down here. And let's see. So we're going to break equal lows here. We're going to go to and through. We're going to go to and through is now the question. So there's that. That is the current low a day right there. It's coming back into this. Oh, that's another fair value gap. Do we take advantage of this? See what happens. Y'all get a little Oscar entertainment. I think we break through a lower day. We're in. Nope, we missed it. We missed it. See, it could have been up in here. Came down to and through. New lower day. And I'm going to show you what this is in a minute. Now the question, hold on. I got to throw a cat out. Hold on. All right, threw the cat out of my office. Okay. I know y'all gonna pick on me. Let's see. Let's pick up on some things. Kept telling me to check my internet connection. I have 1 gig fiber optic internet. Yeah, it's tough, man, with OBS because it's such a resource hog. That's why we like using StreamYard or Restream or one of these. I mean, you know, it just makes it easier. And because it's browser based, it doesn't suck up as much resource. OBS is bad. I don't use Streamlabs. I go straight OBS. I actually pulled up OBS Studio, was going to try that, but then the launch was scrubbed. Gotcha. Silver Fox in the house all the way from LA. What's going on, my LA brother? Trent, that cat is the boss, brother. You are in his room. That is Black Card Trent, y'all. Black Card Trent is in the building today. Oh, man, I am missing this trade. Yeah. Well, Trent, the boss, the cat, owes me at least $25 right now. We're still at 31.34 on the day, though. And are we going to get down here? See, now I can't touch it. Can't touch it. Cannot make a trade. Will not make a trade. Hustling Buddha's in the house all the way from LA himself. You know, I love Buddha, man. I love me some Buddha. Buddha is that young, confused Gen X, or no, Gen X. He ain't Gen X. I'm Gen X. He's that Gen Z. Yeah, but, you know. Vinny, I went out for a mile walk and I feel so great. Good for you. Here's another one coming down. What do we want to do here? We're set up for it. Do we trust the fair value gap? Because that was a pretty good drop down. But let's see here. Let me take this down. Let's take this to 100. I'm going to take that to 100. I want to make sure this is stuck at 50 ticks. Let's see what we're going to do. Is it going to keep going? I think so. I mean, everything is so delayed today. God, my internet sucks today. Holy shit, my internet sucks today. I should not be trading. Maybe I got too much stuff going on. Maybe I just got way too much stuff going on here. Yeah, I think I do. I think I got too much draw on my internet because my trading view screen here is way behind what my trader rate is. So okay, we can't trade no more with we can't trade no more like this. Anyway, yep, we lost out on that trade. So now we're only plus $10.80 for the day. Yeah, this is a tough thing to do. So, Buddha, is this something you're going to do all the time now? Came from Trent's Twitter post, LOL. He's watching from his Tesla screen. Is he really? Now look at this, y'all. Look at this. Yep. Came right up in there. And that's what I mean about having a super tight stop loss. You know, you get stopped out too quick, or else normally you're still in this trade, you're still alive. But it is better to get stopped out, pardon me, and jump back in the trade and take it for the distance than it is to chase the loss. I'm not chasing losses. Remember, we're setting up trading micros so that when we move into minis, we'll be a lot more comfortable. Because come next month, this is going to be paying my bills. South by Southwest starts this weekend. That's what Eddie was telling me. Lots of movement opportunities for the next 2 weeks. So, dude, that's what Eddie was telling me. He's gone back to driving in the mornings and then again in the evenings. And he's starting to make money again. He says it's funny, though, because for the longest time, he couldn't make no money in the mornings. And so now he's making money in the mornings. So make sure you get out there and get that money. Hustling Buddha, 1 mile is the first step, my brother. Keep up the good work. Absolutely. Ain't nothing wrong with getting out there and getting that. You got to put in the work, bro. You got to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, what's the point? All right, what do we got going on here? We had a second trend line going here. I just like coming and hanging out with y'all, man. That's the key right there. Just coming and hanging out with y'all. Having a good morning. Look at that. Just moving up through there. So it should have been right there. Popped up, never closed above. Okay, that trend line works. There you go. So we've made 5 trades, 3 winners, 2 losers, still plus $10 on the day. Simple little trades I'm making. Please don't follow me. I suck. Go follow somebody else. Go follow Patrick Whelan. You know why I say follow Patrick Whelan? Patrick Whelan, prop firm space. In the prop firm space, man, P-Dub did 600,000 last year. Proven. Online, showed everything, 100% transparent. Now, the thing about Patrick Whelan is he can be a bit of an asshole. And you got to, that's it. But when it comes to trading, I mean, listen, ain't no Uber driver making $500,000 a year. That's all I'm saying. Ain't no Uber driver making $500,000 a year. And that's just on his trading. He's got some other things. He's got a fishing team and some of this other stuff. You know, it's an amazing thing how we can, as working people, we squabble over pennies. When there's people out there that there's a reason why they kind of, I shouldn't even go here. There's a reason why people with money tend to look down on people without money. You know, the number one problem poor people have? Number one problem poor people have is that when we see that shiny new object, all that money we've been saving up to put away, we go out and we spend it. We spend it on that shiny new object. That's what poor people do. Broke people try to impress broke people with shiny new objects. I truly believe that. That's how I felt in the bowling world. When I had all my pro shops, and I just told Trent the other day, man, I used to own 4 pro shops. I was 10-back pro shops, man. I was drilling everywhere. Everywhere. Won a lot of tournaments. Hosted a lot of tournaments. Did a lot of stuff, man. Did a lot of good stuff in the bowling industry. And but one thing was always true, man. There was, I remember my aha moment when I knew it was time to get out. I walked into Sawgrass Lanes at the time. It's Tamarack Lane, Don Carter's Tamarack. But I walked into Sawgrass Lanes, and as I walked in, it was a Monday night league, which was like the big money league in Broward County, right? That was the biggest money league in Broward County. All the big rollers were there. And damn near a full house. I think, if I remember correct, Sawgrass was like 56 lanes. I think we had 50 teams, something like that. Anyway, I'm walking in, right? And I'm coming in a little late. Practice has already started. I'm coming through the door, and I just stopped. Like, you ever just walk in somewhere and you just stop? And you take a look, and it's like, and it hit me. And I got to say, people that I bowled with, they're good people, man. But I'm looking at I bowled that league almost 10 years. We won that league, I think, 3 years. 2 or 3 times we won that league, right? I've won that league with 2 different teams too. The thing is it's the same people day in, day out, bitching, moaning, complaining, celebrating, loving, drinking the same beer, eating the same food, and they ain't going nowhere. That's their life. And it's not a bad life. You know, some people want to live in the blue pill world. I choose to live in the red pill world. But it was at that moment I realized I'm not dying in a freaking bowling alley, bro. Like, that ain't happening. I don't want to be going to the same damn bowling alley, getting the same damn cup of coffee when I'm 70 years old, 72 years old, God willing. You know, I didn't want to do that. So that and some other things led to the sale of the shops. And so now we're done. We moved on. We got into the private driving. We did that for quite a few years, made some money, and now we're here. You know, you guys know the story. But and that's what happens with drivers, right? The reason why I'm doing this, and people are laughing, you know, there might be some people that are laughing. If you do, God bless you. Glad you find me entertaining. But I'm only up $10 today. I was up $50 yesterday, right? When we log out here in a few minutes, because we're already at 57 minutes, I'd probably take this. I don't know if we'll take it to 11. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Now that is okay. We're going away. I'm waiting to see if this is going to reverse, because we're down here, dude. Like, when we look at the grand scheme of things, this is a 5-minute chart. Like, we're down. We had a high up here of 430. And we're all the way down to, oh man, we've come all the way down to, holy shit, we moved what, 350 points? M&Q right now is down 305 points. That's what M&Q is down, 305 points. Holy shit. That's a lot. That's a lot. Anyway, let's move this up on the 5-minute chart. Let's take it from there to there. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. See, now it's trying to break out of this trend here on the 5-minute chart. Let's see what happens. You know, you just have that moment. And you look at all the YouTubers that talk about rideshare in the gig space, bro, we're all talking about the same thing. Whether we want to admit it or not, we're all talking about the same thing. Yet, we're all still out here doing the same thing. So once you finally have that aha moment, my aha moment was when I was laying in that hospital bed and they were coming through the wrist with a stent and telling me, yes, sir, Mr. Vinny, you had a heart attack, sir, and glad you're with us. But for them, the doctors, it's so matter of fact, it was no big deal, right? For you or me, it's traumatic. And it messes with us mentally, right? And if you didn't have the heart attack, or you didn't have the stroke, or God bless Trent right now, he's going through some tough times over there. We don't go through that. If you're not going through that, it doesn't affect you. But yet, here we are, talking about the same shit, different day. Those that have money, they have a different conversation. They look at us, they look down on us, man. They do. They look down on us. Very few people with money truly have empathy for those that don't. Every now and then you'll run across a really good person. But most times those with money, they're just trying to make more money. And they don't care if they step on you to make that bread. Same thing in the gig space. A lot of people, they come into YouTube, it's because they want to make money. I didn't start out trying to make money. I started out trying to help people. I've told this story 1,000 times. When I got started in rideshare, the only real YouTubers out there was Randy, Uberman, Calvin, Simple Driver, and this other dude, I can't ever remember his name. It wasn't the players you got now. It damn sure wasn't the players you got now. And now the only time they help you is if they can make money off of you, right? So, I mean, you don't see no links in my shit down below. Sign up to drive Uber or sign up for this app or sign up for that app. Nope. The only links you ever see for me is check out my Amazon store, because there's always something in there y'all could use. And if you can't use it, still click the link below. Go to Amazon before you shop. I get a little credit. Help a brother out. You don't see my PayPal down there. You don't see my Cash App down there like I see with a lot of channels. Nope. This is it. So it ain't about the money, bro. If I was going to worry about YouTube money and this little $100, $150 I make a month off YouTube, we got problems. Ha! We got real problems. Anyway, I'm talking shit, man. My bad, dog. My bad, y'all. I'm talking a lot of shit today. A little bit. Just a little bit. But it's all Thomas's fault. I should put that up. It's Thomas's fault. Let's see. But those bowling alley fries, man, he love me. You know why? Because they know how to put the right seasoned salt on them. They don't just put salt. It's a seasoned salt. And that's how they get you. It's like popcorn, bro. They put the right seasoned salt in there. Everybody thinks it's the butter. It ain't the butter. It's the seasoned salt. Why do people always buy Doritos? It ain't the Dorito itself. It's the seasoning. That's why I can't eat at Raisin at Cane's. Was that what it's called? Cane's chicken? I tried it, man. Everybody told me, Steven, Richie, all these people told me Cane's was this great chicken. Till I went there. It was watery. It was too watery for me, too moist. And just the chicken itself was so bland. Like it was a bland chicken. And I'm like, where the hell did this chicken come from? Like, where did Cane's originate from? Because it ain't from the South. Because no self-respecting Southerner would not season their chicken. You see, it's still not giving us a fair value gap on the way back up here. It's breaking this trend line, which it has done that. It's closed above that trend line. Still got this big fair value gap up here, but we didn't have one going back the other way, so I can't take the trade. Let's see. My ball was plugged and re-drilled. Too poor for new ones. Let me tell you something. That was another reason why I needed to get out of the business. Try operating 4 pro shops at a like a 12% margin. So, you know, at one time, when I first got in the game, I was operating at about 35% margin, which is good considering the amount of people we had working for us and all the equipment. You know, product got expensive, man. So like you guys would go out and buy a bowling ball, and depending on how your pro shop did it, they either did a la carte or all-in-one pricing. Depending on what shop you went to with me, it was one or the other. But then you wound up bundling everything together because they got so damn expensive. So a person, you know, and the other thing about bowling balls is that every month another company would drop another ball, another company would drop another ball. Everybody thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, listen, after Don McCune, who's a very good friend of mine, he's the guy who changed the whole face of bowling. Don McCune, he's the first one to soak his plastic ball in acetone to soften it up to get it to hook on the lane. After he changed the game, resin became the deal, right? So everybody was throwing these bowling balls that would hook, and some would hook early part of the lane, mid part of the lane. Some would skate, you know, it would skid all the way through the front, the head oil, get through there, and then react, really quick reaction on the back, depending on the type of bowler you were, right? Depending on your, you know, your access point, all of that shit. Anyway, it got to the point where bowling balls were $250 drilled. $250 drilled on a bowling ball, and every month somebody was dropping a new one. So it's kind of like politics, right? So the bowling ball brands forced you into becoming brand loyal. So you had Storm at the time. I know it's changed now, but at the time you had Storm bowling products. They made a phenomenal bowling ball, but their claim to fame wasn't necessarily the ball reaction all the time. Their claim to fame was the bowling ball smelled. They had a scent. If y'all don't bowl, y'all can't appreciate this. But imagine when you're setting up the bowl, right? You got your hand in the bowling ball. You're setting up the bowl. And depending, some people hold high, depending if they need a lot more length because the lanes are drier. Some people drop it down low. If they're a slower, low rep player, they need the ball to hook, right? Yeah, see, I know what I did. I know what I was talking about. And but the ball would have a scent. It could be cherry, chocolate, all kind, banana yogurt, whatever, right? Ice cream. Oh, it was awesome. Awesome. The High Roads, probably number one selling bowling ball of all time in the modern resin ball area was Storm High Road. And then you had Brunswick. I was on staff for Storm. And then I was on staff for Brunswick. I like Brunswick bowling balls because they had been around a while. Chuck Gardner was the rep. Ralph Sloan was the rep for Storm. Two really good bowling ball companies, completely different ball motions, but two really good bowling ball companies, two really good guys. I appreciate them. But I walked into that bowling alley that day, that Monday night, and I stopped and I was like, this ain't how my story is going to end. There's more to life than this. And so then product got so expensive. Other shops now, they were very cheap in their drilling costs. Plug and re-drill and bowling ball. The norm became $50 to plug and re-drill a bowling ball. Right? That was the normal. I used to get $50 to $75 just to drill the ball because I had all this paperwork behind me. I went to school. I learned certain things. I had a bunch of experience, won a ton of tournaments, both scratch and handicap. I made a lot of money bowling. And so I was really good at helping you become a better bowler. Decent coach, decent ball driller, and I actually cared about my customers. But it got too expensive. I couldn't keep charging the same as I was charging because other people were charging less. And then, and then you take care of friends and family, and now all of a sudden your margins start dropping. It's at that point, it's a hobby. It's not a business. That's what's happening with rideshare. At some point, it's going to become a hobby. Very, very, very few people could do this full time. Trent, Trent has a private car service. He's a legit private car driver. Go on Twitter and ask him, could he do Uber and Lyft only and be comfortable with his lifestyle right now? Because I've seen Trent's posts with his private clients, $600, $700, $800 a day. And then here you come in with Lyft on their black SUV, and you see the prices, and you're like, shh. But I don't know. Some people claim they can. Some people are okay, and you know what? I concede this. It's okay if you choose to want to work 12 hours a day. If that's what you have to do, if that's what you feel comfortable with, then do that. No, you're not going to hear me knock it. I'll never knock a guy or a young lady for hustling. No, I'll never knock you for hustling. But is that what you want to become? Because let me tell you something. Right? I'm only plus $10 today trading. I could have called it at $50, but I'm only plus $10 for trading today. But I didn't have to move. Right? Even $10 on an X ride, that's 3 X rides you got to take to make that $10. Like the time, the energy, the cleaning of the car, the hey, how you doing, the driving to pick people up, this, that. I mean, you do what you got to do until it comes time to do what you're meant to do. Anybody can tell me where that quote is from in the comments? If anybody can tell me where that quote is from in the comments, do what you got to do until it's time to do what you're meant to do. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Don't go to Google, goddammit. Don't go to Google. It's one of the greatest movies about somebody overcoming. Vinny, come to LA. I'll show you real chicken spot. Chicken and waffles? Am I going to get some chicken and waffles? Bro, I'm from Florida, dog. I got Popeyes. I got Churches. We got some real chicken down here. And if I really want chicken, if I really want some real chicken, I just tap the queen. I tap my queen, man. VIP. Boop, boop, boop. Be like, baby, can you make some chicken, please? You want chicken? I want some fried chicken, please. Now I got some real chicken. But I'm going to get out to LA. Let's see. I have a bowling ball from an old AMF bowling alley that was closing. Yeah, man. AMF, man. What is it now? AMF 300 and Bolero. Bolero bought out a lot of places. What's going on, gentlemen? Melvin, here at the grind, bro. Listen, you making some damn good money, Melvin. Don't knock that hustle. Remember, if y'all need a car, if y'all in the market for a car, y'all need to check out Melvin. driving in San Antonio. Y'all reach out. He's putting people in cars. Sorry, spent over 30 years in the bar restaurant industry. Still can't get my mind out of the haven't heard that one before. No, not Bruce Willis, bro. Not Bruce Willis. If I decide to trade my time for work 12 hours a day, I better make at least 15,000. Hey, man, I'm with you. I'm with you. Publix fried chicken is good. I haven't eaten it. My wife ate it the other day. We went in there. I went in there because you guys know I'm on my burgers and eggs. And shit, man, eggs are so damn expensive. We got to move here. Do we have a retracement here now? Do we have a retracement here? It's so small, though. God damn. I can't see it. I can't see the fair value gap. We all know that comedian. Oh, what are we going to do there? But yeah, I had some good times, man. Hey, look at Steven in the house. My man Steven, bro. Look, listen. If Steven, tomorrow night on the Rideshare Garage, if his wife brings him another beer, if his wife brings him another meal, I might lose my shit live on air. Because his wife's still doing it. They're still in the honeymoon phase. The rest of us, we're like, get your own dinner. Fix your own spaghetti. Fix your own chicken. Oh, man. Anyway. Oh, man, that fair value gap is just too tight for me. I try to stick to the strategy, man, and just be patient. Just be patient. Never revenge trade. I've done that, man. I blew an account revenge trading already. But when we look at this, where we at here on the 5-minute chart, let's just kind of hide everything. 5-minute chart there. Just nice dip down off the morning. This dotted line here is yesterday's close, in case y'all don't know. This is yesterday's close. Let's look at the 15 real quick. See where we're at. Obviously, we're trending down right now today. This is from the overnight session, 3 to 4 a.m., this gap. So we've been trending down ever since. Look back over the last 30-minute chart. We'll hide that for a minute so we can get a good look at what's going on. Trending down, step ladder down. Right? Trending down, step ladder down. Off the highs. That's where we're at right now. Back over here. Let's get back into there. And all the way back here again. Let's get back into, now we got all our stuff here. Still trending below that orb opening range. Just kind of looks like it's in a channel right now. I mean, it did break below here, but it's just kind of in a channel. I have to see what happens. Anyway, y'all. Let's see what else is going on here. Steven says, crypto is acting so emotional right now. Well, you know, there's going to be an investigation, I hear, because Trump made those tweets the other day, and now people are a little, people on one side of the aisle, a little upset. They're saying, oh, Trump's manipulating the stock market. All he does is he makes the statements. It's up to the market to react or not react. Don't put that shit on Trump. Everything is Trump's fault. I just don't get it. Well, you know what is Trump's fault that I like right now? That our border crossings are the lowest they've been ever, historically. I like that. You know what else I think is Trump's fault? All that money they're finding, all that fraud they're finding, all that shit that they're finding out there, and they're stopping. Did y'all hear? Now, I don't know how true it is, but if it's true, we were sending Social Security payments to Ukraine? Come on, bro. Really? Oh, my God. Bitcoin Maxi's tears taste so sweet. Stop it, Steven. Stop it. They've been investing since Bitcoin was 18 cents. Don't be mad at them because they want their $100,000 Bitcoin. Joey B, my dog, Joey B TV. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Hey, best believe I got money on that on the side going in. Well, you know, and that's the thing. You buy. You buy, you buy, you buy, you hold, you buy, you hold. Yeah, we're definitely, if we look at the market right now, we are in a bit of a channel, right? But we also have an inverted head and shoulders going on here. Anybody see the inverted head and shoulders going on here on the 1 minute? Let me hold on a minute. Let me see. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Could be a small one. There's one. Here's two. Here's three. And when it gets to this neckline here, right back here again, it's either going to run. Oh, wait a minute. Get that out of there. Let's get back to this. So here we got inverted head and shoulders, right? Here's the right shoulder. Here's the head. Here's the left shoulder forming up. Here's the neckline, right? If you guys can't see that, hold on. There's a way that I can invert this. Hold on. There we go. I'll invert it. For those who can't see it, there it is. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Now, most probability is this is going to get here. And in this case, it'll be run up. So let's get back into the right spot real quick. So now the question becomes, do we break here and break out? That's going to be the question. Do we get there or do we break out? Because look what we got here. We got that fair value gap formed up pretty good. So let's see what happens here. We're going to have to watch. Oh, there's another one right here just formed. Got to wait and see. Wait and see. This is it. This is what is it going to do? This is not financial advice. Don't follow me. I am strictly a dumbass Uber driver. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Remember that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I lean more towards coming out of a cup and handle. There is a cup. There is a handle, 100%. Came back all the way to this fair value gap right here. See what it wants to do. We need to break and retest. If we're going to move up, I need to see a break and retest off the opening 5-minute orb, the lower end. Well, let's see. What else now? Do we have a bear flag or bear pennant going? You got the downtrend there. It still hasn't hit up here yet. So it still hasn't come back up to this trend line. Let's see on the 5-minute chart. What does it look like? See, and then you get into, now that was on the 1-minute chart. You get on 5-minute chart, it really, I mean, it's kind of there, but it's not really there. So it's a beautiful thing about trading. It's what your mind's eye sees. And you apply you manage your risk for your money. That's the way. All right. Let's see who else we got here. I see it. Steven's unclaimed child, Jamal. Nice to see you in the chat today, Dad. Uh-oh. Not sure who that is. I'm assuming that's for Steven. Steven, you got an unclaimed child named Jamal? What the hell? Yeah, see, we got nothing happening yet. Anyway. All right, y'all. We've been live an hour, 18 minutes. You know what? I guess we could take it to 11 o'clock. We'll take it to 11 o'clock, y'all, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I got other things. Don't forget, Tesla Rideshare channel. I got the results from Sunday. That video drops at 3 o'clock on the Tesla Rideshare channel. I do have a video spun up and edited that I did yesterday, kind of like just going through the day because I need to put some videos out on this channel. But Steven will tell you, man, Steven and I have been brainstorming. Well, Steven, Richie, and I have been brainstorming. We got work to do with our Discord. We got work to do with this channel. I just want to be an everyday guy on this channel. And I know I built this channel on rideshare. And obviously, I'm still going to talk rideshare, but I want to expand it, man. I want to expand it out. You know, and I understand that, you know, some people don't like the politics or they at least want me to try to be a little more accurate with what I think and believe. And so I can respect that. I can respect that. I'll do a little more homework on that and we'll go from there. But just remember, the same that you want from me, I expect from you. If we're going to do this, let's do it together. All right, we got a little fair value gap forming here. This is the spot where I should take this trade. But that stop is tight. Let's open that stop up a little bit. We're going to open that stop up to 50. And We're going to go, we're in this trade now. You guys can see I opened this trade up a little bit. I gave myself more of a stop loss. So we're risking $50 to make 100. But I don't know if I'll let it get that far. We need to see what happens here, if it can get there or not. If not, I'll cut the trade loose with a small profit. But I promise you, I will let it stop me out before I take profit. That didn't sound right. See what happens here. This will be the last trade of the day, at least on the stream. Now, the silver bullet's 3 times a day. So I've got 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's going to stop me out here, I think. See, now we were right here is where we're stopped out. Right? We were right here. That's where my stop was. Right? We'll put purple there. That's where my stop was. And it came down and it wicked it. And that's the thing, man. You got to give yourself enough room. And there's a number of ways ICT looks at trading. If you're going to trade fair value gaps, then the stop probably should have been down here. But it's not the way I wanted to do it. So right now we're upside down $34. We're down $34.74. We're down $35 on the day. And that's why I trade small, because I can handle $35 on a day. But if those were minis, I'd be down $350 on the day. And you don't have that kind of drawdown with these prop firms. I still like this trade, though. I still like this trade because of what we saw here. Head and shoulders. I still like this trade. But I need better confirmation before I jump in it again. Anyway, Steven says, that's my brother. Oh, what up? Okay. All right, brother. See what's going to happen here. That's lower day. Here's the other part. Don't buck the trend. So we did try to get on this lower, this short-term trend back up, but this could be construed as a bull flag. I mean, a bear flag. Technically, you had a bear flag right here. Technically, you had a bear flag right in there. If we look at it, right? Because we've been trending down, right? Trending down. Bear flag, drop. Bear flag, drop. There we go. Let's see what happens. Anyway, I'm about done with my coffee. Y'all know my coffee got bad, right? Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Coffee got bad. Shit. Where's the 11 o'clock hour? All right, that blue line is 11. Oh. Try to finish out this day. So what do you guys think? Anybody still in the comments in the chat? Y'all want to go live tonight for the joint conference and we can watch the market, futures market. We can watch the Bitcoin market while it goes live, while the president is speaking tonight. That's 9 p.m. on the East Coast, I believe. You guys want to do that tonight? You guys want to go live tonight, 9 o'clock? I can make that happen. Steven, we should go live 9 o'clock tonight, bro. This is going to break below. Is this going to come down, test a new bottom? Can we get below this little area here? Get that there. Can we get below that area there? Do we break down below this area? Steven, I will be driving, but I will watch. Accounting Tom is like, hell yeah. Well, maybe I need a new host then, Steven. Maybe I need a new host, co-host, Steven. Maybe I'll get Richie Hustles, Steven. Nah, I hear you, bro. I'm going to drive. I'll be out driving this afternoon. Go to pick up the queen. This is just channel trading, man. All these fake outs. Just channel trading. Didn't make anything yesterday. I only did what? $51 yesterday on the street. 2 rides. The second reservation ride I had kind of went south on me a little bit, and that's part of the video. I'll probably put that video out today. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Tesla Rideshare. Steven gave me permission to use some of his content on that channel. It says I can remake it, put my own little mini skirt on his old content. We break below that, man. I might have to jump on this. Can we break below this original or this previous low of day? What are we going to do here? Antonio, go live tonight. Okay. I don't blame you. What do you mean you don't blame me? Stop that, Steven. You know you're my dog. Obsidian Vinny. I need to start doing some of that shopping albatross like Richie, one of the arbitrage. Yeah, arbitrage. I have the Amazon business account. You should, bro. Richie's good too, man. Steven's starting to learn how to do it too. I mean, there's a lot of, little nuances to it, but Steven's learning how to do it. I don't have the patience. I got too much shit on my plate as it is. LOL, it's your content. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tons of info on Tesla. People want to know. I know, but you're my guy, bro. I know you're doing it. I know you're doing it. You're doing it with me, Steven. I know you are. Don't lie. You did it. Steven says, yeah, ungating is a pain. Takes time, bro. Everything takes time, Hoss. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing here that's really I'm not seeing anything here that's standing out to me. Now, at 11 a.m., we got London closed too. So we're going to wait to see what happens there. The market could absolutely drag to stay in this little channel it's in, or we could get a big movement at 11 a.m. You never know with London close. It's amazing though, and I'd love to talk about it. Just, I want to learn more about the subject first. It's amazing how Europe is banding up together against the U.S. because of the U.S.'s current stance on Ukraine. Yet they're all against Putin. Yet Germany gets the majority of its oil from where? Russia. See, there's nothing here right now. Not doing anything. This is dead. That's dead. That's part of the ICT there. Nothing here. Just be patient. Just be patient. What I don't like is my laggy computer today. I don't like the fact that my computer's lagging, but I'm asking it to do a lot. I'm asking it to live stream. I'm asking it to stay live on the charts. I'm asking it to stay live on this. T-Mobile wasn't built for this, man. T-Mobile was built for you to send your eggplant pictures to your wife. T-Mobile wasn't built to do what we're doing here. Yep, see, there it is. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about, Steven. I knew you were there. Oh, God. I was looking into it, but started looking into getting a good selling product and drop shipping instead of all the time spent shopping. Yeah, that's it, right? It comes down to what you feel comfortable with. Like I'm really comfortable right now with driving on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm really comfortable with driving like that. I'm hitting my goal, my every weekend goal, my Friday, Saturday, or my Saturday, Sunday goal. Everybody knows $500 for the 2 days. If I get 2 days in, I've been hitting my goal like it ain't shit. Exceeding my goal by a little bit. I think last weekend I exceeded it by 70 or 80 bucks. And I didn't have to kill myself on Sunday. So there's that. But it is an absolute fact. If I had a Model 3 instead of the Model Y, I would have a much harder time of hitting my goal on the weekends. Much harder time. The Model Y is the key. Model Y is the key. Yeah, this is just channel ranging. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap it up. It is 10:59 a.m. We have been online for an hour and 30 minutes exactly. I appreciate all y'all that came and hung out with me today. I am not a seasoned vet trader. I'm a vet, but not a seasoned vet trader. I'm just here, man. This is real. This is me as just a dumbass Uber driver trying to learn and earn my way up out of the rideshare game. That's what we've been preaching in the garage for a year. So there's that. All right, y'all. We will see y'all. Listen, I'll do it tonight. You guys said you wanted it tonight. Let's say, look for the thumbnail. Check back around 8:50 a.m. or 8:50 p.m. If I am available, I will do it tonight. I'll try to get another host on with me. Doesn't matter if somebody wants to come on and sit the show with me because Steven might be driving. He might be hitting us up from his phone. But we can watch the address. And while we're watching the address, we can watch futures market and we can watch crypto market at the same time to see how it responds and reacts to what Donald Trump's got to say, the president, because he said tonight he's going big. He said, I'm coming off the porch. If you can't come off the porch, if you can't run with the big dogs, stay underneath the house because tonight's not that night. So there you go. We're going to get this done. All right, y'all. Peace out. I appreciate you, man. I really do. You guys have no idea. I appreciate all 17 of you here today. We will talk to y'all later. Stay safe.